Good morning, good evening, good day. It's Tracy back from Anklet House. How are you all doing? Hope you're all doing fabulous. Now, today I thought I would do a Temu rewind. Yeah, ignore that. I thought we'd go back to the really embarrassing videos. I mean, most of mine are semi-embarrassing. But the first two, part one and part two, originally when I'd done those, I thought they were going to be the only teemu videos that I did. I got into it. I don't know why, but they're really bad, really embarrassing. I'm not going to replay them. We're just going to look at the products that I ordered from them and find out where they are now, update the links in those descriptions. I'll also put the links of all the products in part one and part two in here. And let's just find out where they are today. What's happened to them? Let's get into it. The first item was a pack of 5 socks. And they're just straightforward ankle socks. Yes, they're in my drawer and I use them now and then. Not all of the time because, well, I like really thick padded sort of trainer socks, and these are quite slippery socks, so I don't use them as much, but they are in my drawer and they do get used. So that's those ones. The next item is a woodworking ruler angle. Now, I bought this with good intention, thinking that we'd use it, and we haven't used it at all. It's in the garage somewhere, hasn't been thrown away. It is in the garage, but unused. The next item is a little pack of 2 spouts that you put on a water bottle, and you can water your plants, or maybe better if it was seedlings. They're still in its original package in my kitchen drawer. Unused. The next item, I bought a collar for Monty. Now I ended up, because they were uber cheap, I think I got them for pence, something like 27 pence, because they were in the lightning deal at the time. And Monty had just lost his really expensive bloody collar, so I ordered him some cheap ones. Now I ordered 3, and he's still wearing the original one. So I've put the cheap one on him, the cheap 27p one on him, and he's still wearing it. So I've still got 2 brand new ones in the animal box in the kitchen cupboard. So he hasn't lost it. And I've still got 2 spare. So they're thumbs ups. The next item were pyramid paint stands. They're little plastic triangles. And when you're painting something like a picture frame or something like that, you can stand them under the triangles, and therefore you can paint all the edges. I've used them recently. I'm pointing up there like you can see it, and you can't. My flowers. Do you remember my little raffia sort of daisies that I painted black with a white circle? Well, I used the little triangles, the pyramid stands, to stand them on so I could paint the edges. So silly things, but yeah, they get used every now and then. The next item were non-stick oil sponges. I think they were a couple of colours. I didn't like them. I used them on the bottom of the pot, thinking they'd be a little bit like a Brillo, to get a lot of the carbon off of the bottom of the pot, and they were rubbish. I've still got 2 of them under the sink, but I threw one away where I gave up using it, and I've still got the other 2 under the sink, but they're rubbish. The next item are casters. They're mini swivel casters. Now, I had every intention of putting them on my kitchen bin. Never got around to it. I actually changed my kitchen bin, so it's a good thing that I didn't put it on the kitchen bin. And now I've got some solid bins. I actually might get round to sticking them on the bins. I've still got them unused. Next item is they call it a privacy smear thing. Now, I've got one of them here somewhere. Let me find it. Where are you? I used it not long ago, so it should be here. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got it. Here it is. You can see it's well used. It's all inky. Ta-da! And this, I think I got two, and I'm still using the first one. Now, I use this quite a lot, and it's still working. When you use it, say like when I get a Temu parcel, I want to go over the label. I go over the label, you have to let it dry, otherwise it will all smear off. But it still works. Works a treat. Use it all the time. The next item that I bought was 5D teeth whitening strips. What can I say? No, they don't work. Of course they don't work. Next. The next one is more casters. Same as for the other set. I had full intention. These ones are slightly bigger, and I was going to put them on the bottom of my coffee table. But that was before I got a rug, because it was just on the wooden floor. So I thought it would glide over the floor better. And then I got a rug and thought, do I need them yet? So, like the others, they're in their original packet in my drawer in the kitchen. So it's still there. But they're not a down, because I know I will eventually use them. Next item is the little fake plant. It's called Lover's Tears. I still love it. It's in the front room. Let me go show you. We're trotting into the front room. And here it is. This is the Lover's Tears. And I've got, I think, 2 or 3 in this pot. I think. Yeah, because I added to it on another haul, because here's another one sitting this side. Yeah. So I've still got them. Tick. So as you can see, I've still got it, still like it, and I added to it on a later haul. I bought, I think, another 2 and added some to the little pot that I got. Got the pot also from Temu eventually. And yeah, I like them because they're easy washed. Tick. The next item was a triangle, a ruler triangle. Unused. A bit like the other woodworking tool. It's in the shed somewhere, in the garage somewhere, in a pot somewhere, unused. The next item was dog poop bags. And funnily enough, I thought, they're going to be really thin. I'm not going to get around to using them. But yeah, I still use them. Let me go show you what I use them for. So we've walked into the kitchen. Ignore that. That's where I've just had breakfast. And now in this drawer is one of the poopy bags here. There's the dog poop bags there. And that's the one that I'm using at the moment. And I don't use them for dog poops. I use them for this pot where I put tea bags in. So, dog poop bags that I don't use for dog poop. I think it's because you can't tie them up. If you use nappy sacks for poops, which I do for Jack, you've got like little tie handles, you know, like little bunny's ears. But on those ones, they don't have, you'd have to knot it like a balloon. And I thought, ugh. So I use them to collect my old tea bags. Anyway. They were good for that. For poop. Next item was the cutlery holder. Now, I've got it. Let me go show you. Okay, I'm walking in the kitchen again. Look at me. Ignore that. That's me doing my washing. And here we are. There's the cutlery holder. Just used for when I've washed up for drying the cutlery. Plonk. So I use that daily basis. It's a plastic cutlery holder. There's a solid base that you can put underneath so it doesn't drain, and you can put it on the side, and you could put anything you liked in it. Well, I took that off so that it drains when I've washed the items. Blah blah. Anyway, that one's still working and they're all good. The next item was probably my favourite item out of both hauls, out of part 1 and part 2. The little mini gardening tools. Super cute. A typical item that you've got no real need for, no real use for, but I just wanted, and it's cute, and it sits in the kitchen. I like them. The next item was a silicone air fryer pot that came. I didn't like it, and I sent it straight back. And I do believe, what happened to that one? I think Temu said, hey, keep it. And I gave it to my next door neighbour. Now, what they've done with it, I have no idea. But I didn't like it. It wasn't big enough for my air fryer. So therefore, I've got rid. The next item was bra extenders. And I believe I got a pack and it came in different colours, like a pale skin tone, a white and a black. And I have used them, but I don't like them. They've got like this extra plain elastic part to it, and only 2 clasps. Well, if you're a big girl like me, you end up having 3 clasps. So they're not working out for me. So those ones, no, gone. The next item was probably one of the most expensive, and it was a vegetable chopper. And it's green, and you slam it down. We should have pictures all up here anyways, so you can see each item that I'm blabbing about. And I have not used it. It's been one of those typical things that you shove to the back of the cupboard. You pull out all your regular stuff, and that gets further and further to the back, and it's still in the cupboard. Was it worth buying? No. The next item was black bathroom mats, and they got like a pebble design on them. And I'm still using them, so let me go show you. Hopefully it's not too dirty in here. We're going in the bathroom. Now, normally I put one here in front of the shower. Let me twist around. There they are. It's because they've been washed. So I've got one here and one here. And when I have a shower or a bath, they get used. So they're still being used. Doo-doo. So although they're not the best quality in the world, and they're not the biggest in the world, they're pretty small, they're seeing me through. I'm getting on okay with them. The next item was a pair of shorts. Now, when we were looking at them, you could see right through them. They went back. The last item in part 1 of the beginning of these hauls was a kimono. It's like an open shirt, and I sent it back because I couldn't stand the material. It was that slippy, shiny material. Yuck. And even though I said about sending it back, Temu said, keep it. I didn't want it anyway. So that went to cancer research. Okay, in part 2, the first item was our Happy Place decals, which I love. Let me go show you where it is. Off and running again, off and going now. Ignore any of the untidy places. There it is. this is our happy place. And I stuck it on the wall. It's not like a sticker, it's like there's 3 or 4 layers of sticker sort of thing. That's what I liked about it. And I stuck it on that underneath my telly. So still like them. So as you can see, still in the front room, stuck it on underneath the TV, like it, still liking it. The next item was another decal, and it's of they're coffee cups. Coffee cup decals, very similar to what we've just used. My intention was to put them in the kitchen, and I haven't used them. I haven't used them here at all, so they're still in the drawer, but I know I'm going to use them at some point. I'm hoping to use them on the next place. So I'm still going to give them a thumbs up because it's not their fault I haven't used them. It's mine. The next item were indoor-outdoor shoes. They're like Crocs. Basically, I was looking for a pair of like garden shoes. I've got some pink ones that I wear, but they're so big and I wanted a pair that didn't flip-flop around me. And they didn't fit very well. They weren't very comfortable, and I sent them back, so they got returned. Next item was a silicone can cover, and I've used it once. Now, I've probably only used it once because it was summer when I bought it, so I'm fearful of wasps and things, so I used it in summer. But then we've gone into autumn, winter, and I've not really used cans of Coke, so I haven't used it since. But there's a good chance it'll get used this summer. Next item was another single pair of ankle socks. And I think the only reason why I ordered this single pair of ankle socks is because they were pence. Something like 47 pence. But they were only allowing you to order 1 pair each. So as I was ordering, I stuck a pair on. And to be honest, I haven't used them. I think it's because they were white. And I tend to wear black and grey most of the time. So they're unused and in my drawer. The next item was it was the fly sticky traps. They're yellow and they've like got plastic bottoms that you poke into the different plants, and you get a lot of gnats and that stuck to them. I haven't used them at all. I haven't suffered with any bugs on my household plants because I don't really have that many household plants at the moment. And I really thought I might get the greenhouse up and running, which I didn't get the greenhouse up and running, so therefore I haven't used them. But I've still got them and I will use them eventually. Next were the plastic bird waterers for plants. So you'd fill it up with water, then dig it into your household plant, and it's supposed to be like a drip water feed into your plant. Now, I did use them for quite a while, but when you dig it into the plant, the end blocks it with mud. And yeah, I suppose it will eventually, the liquid will come out, but it wasn't working out well for me. And obviously, any plant that had anywhere near direct sunlight of sorts, the birds got all green and yucky on the inside where the water was, which I didn't like looking at. It was nice while they were new, but as soon as they went green and yucky, I took them out of the pots. Next was a little silicone funnel, a foldable funnel, and it's at the back of my kitchen drawer, my utensil drawer, and I've used it several times when I've been filling up my different herbs and spices. So, silly thing, but used quite a lot. Next item was hugging hands or hugging arms ring, and I wore it for about a week, I think, and now it's in one of my drawers, no idea where. I don't know, I bunged it into a drawer somewhere, and Yeah. Bye-bye ring. The next two items were anklets. One was a figure of eight anklet and one was a bohemian, of which I gave to my daughter, both of those. So they've been gifted. So I don't have them, I don't use them, I don't know, and I haven't particularly seen her wear them either. Don't know. The next item was the food cover mesh, like a little tent. And even though it's a really gaudy pink colour with a weird white frill around it, looks very oldie woldy. I've used it loads. Every time I make a cake, or even if I'm making a pie and I just want it to cool off on the side, I get that out, stick it over the top. Works fab. I use it a lot. Next item was the kitchen is the heart of the home decal, and I thought that I would probably use it behind the cooker as a splashback thing. That's what I pictured. Get on a plane of glass, so stick it back. I didn't use it. That's with the coffee cup decals in my drawer. Still got it. But I know at some point I will use it. I will use it. So I'm not giving that one a thumbs down because it's not its fault I haven't used it. It's this kitchen didn't suit it, so I haven't used it, but I will get round to it. The next item was, they called it a Henley t-shirt, and it's brown and sort of got ditzy little flowers over it. I didn't like it and I sent it back. That was a return. So that was a no-no for me personally. The next two items were scribbly heart t-shirts. I got two of them. One's pink and one's brown, and I still wear them. They're hanging in my closet. Both of them are still good to go. Look as good as the day I bought them. Tick, tick, tick. Next item was a ditzy floral top. I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. Actually, when it got delivered, it had a really powerful, stinky smell, and that got returned. The paisley pants were next. I love a harem cut pant because it gives like big butts a bit of room. And I got those and they were so see-through-y. And I thought, no, they went back. The last item was a skirt. And I just didn't like the material. I didn't like anything about it. And it was a bit see-through-y, and that went back as well. So that was another. Wow. There was a lot more back than I thought. So how many did we send back, and how many have we happily kept, and how many have we given away? I'll plonk that info here so you can see what I've done. And that's out of two videos, part 1 and part 2 of the embarrassing early days of doing the hauls. This has been fun. I've enjoyed looking back, but I've not enjoyed looking at the videos at all. I wish I could change them all or delete them or something. I'm very tempted to hit the delete button. Go away, video. But I won't, because it's all been a learning curve, which is part of the game, isn't it? It's all a game. So that's it. That's it for this time. I might do the next few hauls the same. We're going to carry on with this rewind and see how it goes. It's been fun. So, until next time, be good and look after yourself, and I'll see you later.